Angela Sadat here with the Angela Sadat Group of Keller Williams Premier Realty in the Twin Cities of Minnesota. And today for our seller summary, we are talking about appraisals. So when do you need an appraisal done on your house as a seller? And why? Why do we need an appraisal? So I will tell you that a lot of people talk about cash deals as such an awesome thing. Well, one of the reasons why cash deals can be such an awesome thing, when you get a cash buyer, you don't need an appraisal. Now, sometimes a cash buyer may ask for an appraisal just to verify that they're paying the right price for the property, but the appraisal, remember, is simply an opinion of value. So we do a market analysis as realtors. We create an opinion of value that you agree with in order to list the home, and then the appraiser comes in as a second opinion of that value that the buyer has actually agreed to pay. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Now, if you get a buyer on your home that actually is looking to use a mortgage for financing, then almost, I would say 100% of the time, that mortgage company is going to actually want to send out an appraiser just to verify that they are supporting the value with the mortgage that they're going to put in security for that loan. So that means that the appraiser is going to come out at the request of actually the lender. They're going to request that. The buyer actually pays for that either up front or as a part of their closing costs, and then that appraiser is going to go in and take all the comparables that are within about a mile of your home and compare them with your property in order to come up with statistics that will be included in their appraisal report. Now, as the seller, you do not always receive a copy of that appraisal. That is actually the buyer's property, much like the inspection report. So a lot of our sellers will ask us, can we get a copy of the appraisal? That's definitely up to the buyer in the transaction, because they're the ones who obviously paid for that. But the buyer will get a copy of that, the lender will be alerted of it, and then we'll get the news shortly thereafter that yes, it has appraised with no work orders, or no, it hasn't appraised at value, or whatever happens with that. So at that point, we either are good to go and we move on to the next step, or we have to renegotiate, or if there are other contingency clauses in there, we talk about those at that time as well. So those are the times when you're going to need an appraisal. When you get a mortgage from your buyer, you'll need an appraisal. They're going to order it. If you've got a cash deal, you might not need to get an appraisal. So watch for that. More to come next month.